Right, next episode. And if you see this, read anagrams using the word Egypt. I see here type. So you get a type and then the G, right? So G type. Right? Now this is interesting with regards to the blood, hematology, because hematology is the study of the blood. And then you have the Mart, and this is the goddess thing, right? Which is the Egyptian goddess. It seems to be basically when you see the pictures of it, the illustrations of it, right? It's seem to be again the metaphor for the trance program, right? You see on his wings, just like in the sort of it seems to have scales underneath there. It's got like a snake coated in, right? On all the pictures you can see that more clearly. It has it seems to have a snake, right? Coated into the arms, which signifies like the serpent, the serpent with the Bible, the brass serpent and all that stuff, right? See, there's scales, the scales signifies like the serpent idea, right? So again, what you're talking about with this is again the trance program, right? Again there, you can see the green scaly part underneath, right? So it's like a trance program yet again. Horns again, with bull on top of the head. So again, there's no doubt this is like goddess of la trance medicine yet again type of thing. So with the hematology, the blood group, right, you got the blood groups and the blood types. So that's your Egypt, and your Egypt G type. It's a classification of the blood, right? So remember these people are basically doing classifications, as in trans and non-trans blood. So you have these BU blood group system, type A, type B, and all this, right? So this is nicked out what Egypt is about. Blood types are there. Of course, you got Egypt and then becoming a direct anagram of G type, which would be Masonic type, right? Or Jew type, and that would be trans blood. So that would be the G-type trans, the G-type blood, see what I mean? 44 different blood types, like the 44 the genus, 2 noses, Mart. So you have matter. Of course, like the Black Lives Matter thing. And basically, obviously, that's masquerading as a black group and all this, but basically it's that code is just as important, the Mart. So it's code and trans, it's real name should be trans Black Lives Matter, doesn't need out normal black or whatever, it didn't matter at all, but the trans ones, they, same as white or any other type of, race group, only the trans is the ones that matter. Of course, you have your states of matter, which is solid, liquid and gas. So of course, if you're talking about the trans medicine. Now this explains a lot of stuff, like for example it explains how for example the moon, the moon, right? How it turns from water into solid form, which is basically ice. So that's just it's attributable to the state of matter, matter. Everything has the solid, liquid and gas forms. So that's very important in reality, and that's why they cover it up, That's why they try to convince you that the people that walked on the moon was made of rock, hard stone, right? You would land a spacecraft on it and whack a boot on it, which is complete garbage, of course, because they're covering up the reality, which is states of matter, you know what I mean? There's just a form of discombobulation of the mind, they just want to confuse the brain and mind from the natural reality because they want to ruin it, Which obviously explains like everything, states of matter type thing. Of course, material, everything is basically material, when you think about it. Everything is material. Again, the interesting thing there, it says here, ice cubes are one phase. No doubt the next phase is like full water, when it melts down, So the phase of matter, it's quite sort of self-explanatory, and this is why they wish to disguise just such simple realities, It's pretty, 7 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, mesomorphic states, supercritical fluid. So they don't, again, like I said, this apply to the moon, basically, in the different states. So from the 3 initial states of matter, so you can break it down into like seven further states, you know what I mean? Or 7 and 12 type of thing, which the in between states, in between the stages of the liquid, solid and gas. And melting, freezing, vaporization, condensation, ionization and deionization. So we're quite interestingly, Of course, like it's quite important for them to disguise, like the states of matter, because they're trances and they're trying to trick you into accept the fake reality. See what I mean? So need doubt and need wonder they're into all this stuff, like. Basically brings to Matthew, biblical character, Matthew. To hue matter, to hue matter. Basically the shape matter, the your way of thinking can be. So be to like craft, craft, shape, form, matter. Make something out of something else type of thing. Of course, how the Jewish society is matrilineal, tracing kinship through the female line. Of course, they're all trances, so ancient society. So basically you have your the motherland, mitochondria. So of course Mary, Mary with the T becomes matri. Then that was something to do with it. Of course, chemicism, malt, chemicals, tea chemicals, really, is same type of thing, to do with the blood type. Tea chemicals. That dairy, chariot to heaven. So you need doubt that's another metaphor for injecting the trans liquid, taking the trans drugs. You're riding the chariot to heaven, Simple as, riding the chariot to heaven. When you get bathed with met mart. This is the way you get expression bloodbath, because you got the reference to the bath and the blood, the blood bath. Of course, in a profane sense, a bloodbath become like in a horror film or something. But in actual fact, it just means changing the blood out in the body. The blood bath, think about the sort of blood circulating around the organs and all that. So that would be, the blood bath in the body, an internal bath as opposed to an external one, an internal bath in the chemicals, Of course, the big horns and versus as well. So there's the profane meanings, to totally disguise what it really is, So I had to put that in every time. To be bathed in blood means to be floating in trans hormones, Of course, I can't everything, so they would have been just laughing at the idea, bathed in trans hormones. Well-known sort of hex about the Elizabeth Bathory, bathed in blood. Used to supposedly killed women and bathed in the blood. Again, same thing. It's like a profane, 600 victims. It's like a profane mask for the, trans hormones. Bathed in the blood of virgins, the virgin idea again, like Vestal virgins and all that, it's trans stuff, eunuchs. It's eunuchry. Blood count again, the blood count. Like the blood count. You can't see that's what's behind the Dracula. The vampires and all that. Hemoglobin, red blood cells and all that, the blood count. CBC. Dracula, the doctor, doctor from the Orc, the Orc doctor.